This game key was provided to me by Sometimes You via keymailer for review purposes. Girlfriend from Hell is a casual point-and-click puzzle game developed and published by That Guy's Games and initially released on Steam on May 26th of 2024 and has appropriately released on PlayStation and Switch platforms on February 14th of 2025. Has your significant other not given you the attention you deserve? Have they not hung out with you to instead spend all day playing video games? Do you ever wish that you can do something about it? Well, in Girlfriend from Hell, you can live out your sweet, sweet fantasy of making your partner's life a nightmare by setting up traps for them to make them miserable. The premise of Girlfriend from Hell is that you need to make your boyfriend, Haruto, experience unending misery by pestering him in the most brutal ways possible. Ruin his day by tossing marbles on the floor to make him slip, or put a laxative in his drink to make his behind literally explode. After making him completely rage out, you can bask in your satisfying victory by L-dancing on him while he writhes in agony. If you get caught by a boyfriend though, you'll pay the price and have to start all over again. The gameplay is very simple. You are in control of a cursor and you can click on different places of the house and the girlfriend will walk there. Clicking on a door will allow you to come out from the other side of that door. The house is layered into different floors, so if you click on the white door on the first floor, for example, you'll come out of the white door on the second floor. There are certain objects either on the counters or shelves that you can pick up, and it is up to you to figure out how to use them to retaliate against your supposed true love. Sometimes you may even have to use two items in tandem to complete a trap, like using a saw to cut the bed and rigging a spring to it so when the boyfriend sits down, he bounces high into the air to only come down and completely break the weakened bed. At the bottom of the screen is your inventory, an icon that represents what Haruto is going to do next with his rage meter, the clock indicating how much time you have left, and a count of the amount of traps you have placed and what your boyfriend has fallen for so far. This user interface takes up a third of the screen, and it gets in the way more than anything. I feel like it would be cool to have all this insight that the game gives you if you had more to do. The timing the game gives and the minimum amount of things you can do with what you can put in your inventory limits you too much to where the outline of the game feels too experimental. There's never a time where your inventory is completely full and you can only do one action with the items you pick up, so it becomes more of a guessing game than you figuring out how to come up with decisions in a creative way. The art style is amazing, with everything having a handcrafted quality to it. The house, the characters, and the prehistoric bones underground are all hand-drawn, and the style is really creative. It looks like a children's book, and that makes the game super inviting and makes it easy to get involved and devoted to the gameplay rather quickly. The audio design is sort of a mixed bag. The music has a nonchalant and unconcerned composition which matches the vibe of the girlfriend thinking what she is doing is just. The laughs and expressions from the girlfriend, though, are too loud. It is pretty jarring since it doesn't match the volume of the other sounds in the game. While the game is appealing from the get-go, it doesn't really have much of a backbone. The structure of the gameplay is frail, with really only one set way to complete the short stages. Knowing what you can pick up and how to use them is confusing. I know it's a puzzle game, and half of the reason to play is to figure out what you need to do, but the hapless way the game has you go about your objective in a trial and error method is just not entertaining. Not being able to stand in the same room as your boyfriend causes some irksome restarts, and while the time limit is there to purposefully put pressure on your actions, it can serve the opposite effect and be a bit too restricting in a bothersome way. Girlfriend from Hell is a fantastic premise for a game. It's different, relatable, and humorous in multiple ways. The art style and design overall is great and effortlessly draws your attention and promises a fun time. While it is entertaining to try to figure out some of these funny ways to ruin your boyfriend's day, it can get old quickly with unclear objectives and a stale layout to the gameplay. I would love to see a sequel or some sort of expansion that really evolves the gameplay in multiple ways in a new environment that enriches the experience even more. Like maybe it could be called Wife from Hell and they are at a beach house for their honeymoon and you can ruin his day by planting crabs in his shorts. Nonetheless, Girlfriend from Hell is a cool game with some nice ideas that I wish were expanded on a little bit more. I give Girlfriend from Hell a 5 out of 10.